Hello, I'm Jamie again with another quick review. So, here we are in December, and I had seen somebody had posted a deck online, and it is called Mystical Melodies, a vintage cartoon tarot. So, I like to think of myself as a dark, gothy kind of guy, but when I see something like this, it just strikes that childhood chord in me. I've got several decks kind of like this, but this one turned out, it looks like it's a fun deck. So I wanted to share it, the Mystical Melodies. So what I'm going to do is give you a brief review of it, let you take a look at it. So let's go ahead and get started here. So here we are. We have our Mystic Melodies. Comes in a really nice box. And when you flip open the bottom, you see here that you've got a little bit of animation here. So here we have our Baphomet. Then we open it up for a box inside the box. And then it's really nice design here. Then we come around here, and there's a little piece of cardboard here to pull out. And then when you do that, you can pull out this wonderful little book. It's hard. It's a hardcover. And when you open it up, it goes through the different cards, and the pages have kind of like a worn look to them, like they're dirty and everything, which I really like. I mean, so this is supposed to be giving you that feel of 1930s. Maybe you're sitting down in front of your TV as a kid, and all of a sudden this strange animation comes up, and you know that it always gets that 1930s weird look, like it's scratched. So they went with that on that part, and also on the cards themselves. So with the back of the cards, the back is reversible, so you cannot tell in case you want to do reversals. It makes it nice and easy. And then we have the cards themselves. So let's zoom in a little bit here so you can see the detail. So we have the Fool. So as you can see, it's Rider-Waite-Smith based. So you've got your Fool here with a pyramid head. So here we go with the Merry Melodies look right off the bat with the smiling sunshine. Still has the mountains in the back. He's still holding a little flower and the little dog that's warning him away. Gives you that real nice, again, feel from those cartoons. And what I really like also is that it's given this aged look. When I first looked at these cards, I'm like, oh my gosh, did I get a bad batch here because of the coloring and everything else? And then after I looked through a couple more, I'm like, you know what? I hope I did. That would be a wonderful mistake if it is, and I would cherish that. But what they did is that they just intentionally went through and aged them up again, so you get that little Merry Melodies feeling. The Magician with the one eye, he's got all his accoutrements. You've got your red and white flowers. It's kind of still, as you can see, Rider-Waite based. As above, so below, with the little hand signals for the for weight. And the table's got a little smiley face on it. I don't remember if the Rider-Waite had a smiley face on it, but I'll double check that. I get the feeling it didn't. But that is really, really cool. We have our Empress here with her stars over her head. She doesn't quite look pregnant in this one, but that's okay. Got the water in the background. We have our High Priestess, and they are paying attention to details. She's got the crown, the Isis crown. The horns help to make the moons. She's got the moon here that she has in the Rider-Waite-Smith also. And then we've got the Emperor, and he just looks like he would be old King Cole in any of those old cartoons. The Hierophant Hierophant. This is kind of funny with that big single eye and the columns just looking all stern and everything else. And the bugs we've seen in every single one of those little merry melodies, they're just kind of staring at each other. He doesn't have the cross on his hands though. But that's okay. Here's the lovers with our Adam and Eve, the leaves looking like flames. The sphinxes are cats, and I love this. And then we have strength. This one here, as I was going through, I think this is probably one of my favorite of the majors in this deck. There's our Hermit. There is our Wheel of Fortune, and we got the little elements all the way around it here. And actually, I wasn't even paying attention, but what are we spelling here? TYAHRVOH. I will have to check that out, because I did not notice that when I first looked at it. Here's our Justice. One is maniacally looking at you. The other one is frowning. And she's got her eyes wide open with the third eye. We have our Hanged Man. Looks like something that would be throwing apples at you. And so we have our Enlightened Hangman with the rays behind him. Here's the Death card, which is very cool. We've got the gates back here. We have the water in the background with a little boat. Temperance. All right, that's just funny. Yep, 1 foot in the water. The other one's just kind of floating around, but she's got her water here. And so very cool. Again, she's got a third eye also. And there is the cutest devil card I have ever seen. So, and here we have the little demons that are chained up. And so, pretty much looking just appropriately like Baphomet. Only very cute. The Tower. Le Maison Deux. The lightning struck tower. Okay, there's a person in the background there. The star is obviously a star. Of course it is. And then we have the moon. So we have the wolf, of course, and then the dog. I like the crab that's just kind of sunbathing there. And the moon's kind of evil looking, actually. So, giving that sign like it's going to a rock concert. And with the pillars in the background, the heavenly pillars. And here we have the sun, all smiling and happy. We have a baby with flames. We have a baby on fire for this one, but he looks happy to be on fire, so I guess that's a good thing. The Judgment card. This one I think is actually really, really cool. I love the way, again with the Merry Melodies look and the coffins and the happy little horn up there. So they've taken a lot of the Christian symbolism that Waite put into it out of these cards, which I actually personally like, but that's very cool. And then here we have the World card. And you can see, again, we have our elements going around it, and she just looks absolutely wonderful there with the big old bright eyes, the Betty Boop eyes. So, yeah, it's really just a fun deck. And then I had just kind of gone through some of the pips, which, as you can see, so we have our king sitting out in the water. Again, very Rider-Waite based, but so fun. I love that 7 of Cups with the cupboard right there and all his choices. 2 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles. All this is way too fun. So, would I use this deck in a reading? There's situations where it's just a lot of fun for using a deck like this. I've got quite a few that are actually cartoon based, And to tell you the truth, there's times where it's good to have something like that just for the fact that you want to be able to break the ice, especially if it's parties or something fun like that. People have no clue what to expect. You pull out something like this for the right crowd, and it's hilarious. And then you can move on to the more serious stuff. But everybody seems to appreciate a deck like this. And it really makes it fun. It lightens the mood. So I will definitely use this deck because, it does have all the symbolism to it that you need for a reading. And, when I'm reading, I always read based on the card that I have in front of me. And so the cards are actually doing a good job of looking left, right, front, back. So I would see no problems with reading with this deck. And again, it's set up for reversal. So I will probably put this into rotation for groups, having a good time, having some fun, but also being able to still get that serious connection going. And then if need be, move to a more serious kind of card. But with that, I'm going to say that this is one of the funnest decks I've seen in a long time, and I would really recommend it if you like to have fun decks. So, with that, I want to say thank you and take care.